Hey guys, Janette Barber, Daily Woodie, New York Central Park. Today's a nice little hat day. Do you like this? It's really just a beret, but I didn't love the shape of it, the way it was coming down funny, so I put a pin in it. And now it's almost like a toque, which I like. It's also kind of a game. You can do this with it. There. Isn't that one nice? Oh, Toreadora, don't spit on the flora, use the cuspidora. That's from Carmen, I believe. I used to sing from Dat's Love, Love's a baby that grows up wild and he won't do what you want him to. I took voice lessons for 3 years. I learned 3 songs. It took 3 years to teach them to me because I'm practically tone deaf. Anyway, I think I look a lot like a matador. So should a bull suddenly arrive in the woods, don't worry, I will take care of it for you. I'll just chase him away. I'm not going to do anything mean. Anyway, I think I'll keep the hat on this way though, because I think it looks better as a toque. I really love hats. I don't know why I don't have a lot of them. And I should have bought more. One time, you know the hat, and you do. It's the hat, it's got a brim, and it's almost like a newsboy hat, but not quite. And it's wider around here, and it's kind of a tweedy look. I love this hat, and it's a Kokin hat. I say braggy. Kokin, the designer, Kokin, and I could never go and buy a Kokin hat because they cost a fortune. But he had a sample sale, and as far as I know, he only had one sample sale. So I find out about this, and I go to the sale, and it was right after the whole little life collapse thing, and I'm in there looking around, and then he comes in himself. Mr. Kokin, I don't even know his first name. Mr. Kokin comes in, and he is, well, he's literally, he's gorgeous. He's gorgeous, he's sexy, he's incredibly nice. And so I'm looking around, and I was probably with one of the women who was, you know, working there, and somehow, because it just happened, I was like, you know, a horrible breakup, and he comes running over. Well, he was in the middle of a horrible divorce. And then here I am with Kokin. He's like holding my hands, and his face is right here, and just commiserating and you know, about what it feels like. And it was the coolest moment, because sometimes little things like that can sort of, you know, just completely shift you. Anyway, I'm still trying on hats, and I kept putting on toques. And he comes over, he looks at me, he goes, no. Then he reaches over, he picks up that hat that I bought and hands it to me. And that's not a hat I actually would have even picked up or tried on. And I went, but you know, Kokin just said to try on this hat, so I'll try it on. I put it on, I went, oh my God. And I love that hat so much, and I wear it constantly. So I wish I had bought more, because he never had another sample sale, which is very thoughtless of him. Anyway, so what did I want to say today? Dawn Elizabeth, my woodsy friend, I wanted to address your concern, because you wondered whether or not I was naming the laundry Hortas, you know, the piles of laundry moving from room to room. And I am very happy to say that I don't have to. I got the laundry room, huzzah. Because I hadn't done the laundry in about 5 weeks, at least, because you lose track of time, at least 5 weeks. And the last time I did it was actually the last time I spoke to a person, you know, other than, you know, ham! Because there's this guy in my building, he's a really nice British guy, and whenever I see him, and we seem to have laundry karma, so whenever I see him, I talk to him, and I know, I have a policy against being friends with anybody in the building, and I think it's a good policy, because, you know, when you don't like them anymore, or if they turn out to be annoying, because you don't know somebody right away. But I did make that mistake. That was another one. A lot of bad judgment right after all that stuff happened. Some other guy in the building, you know, he seemed so nice, and he was a writer too, and it's like, let's just be friendly. And you know, well, his name is Bad Personality Bill, so it well, that should have been a sign, but maybe I added to his name, it's possible. But anyway, so this British guy, and the one time I came out, and in the lobby I see him sitting on the floor, and I thought, well, you know, okay. And then he said, can I help him get up? Because he had slipped, because he was wearing, it was snowy, and he was wearing leather sole shoes, and he couldn't get up. And I was so surprised, because you know, he couldn't be any older than I am, probably younger than I am, and he's not overweight. He's, you know, utterly perfect. He's just such a nice person. And, you know, so I helped him up. But it's the weird thing, because, you know, you get into your 60s and it doesn't occur to you that it will ever happen. And I think at some point, I might not get up. And I was afraid it was going to happen the other day. After the Woodie, I just stayed. I stood up. I was, you know, I was so stiff I could barely walk. And I think, you know, there may be a time when I'm going to have to send up a smoke signal and somebody's going to have to rescue me. But it won't be from bad laundry. So thank you for asking, Dawn, because I was like this close to having to throw a blanket over my head and just start screaming leper, because it was getting bad. I told you I went by a leper hospital when I was in India, right? I don't know why I've always been drawn to lepers. I think it's because of the nun story. I love the nun story. I mean, the movie with Audrey Hepburn, because, you know, who doesn't love Audrey Hepburn? It was the book mostly. When I was a kid, I read that book over and over and over. I was very drawn to nuns. Black Narcissus, that's another good one. The wildlife. And we weren't Catholic, but, you know, I really like the outfits. And quite honestly, I still do. So I would recommend, if you have the slightest vocation, now would be a good time, because I think that wimple would be a very helpful in these trying times. I want you to be the flying nun. Anything like that would be good. But instead, I'll just be here with this fake toque, because it's not a real toque. It's just kind of toque-ish. I did order 2 hats. I think they're coming from England. I hope so. Well, I don't care where they're coming from, but I think that's where they're from. I don't know. I didn't recognize the site that really. Anyway, so reminders, just that Absinthe Live is going to be Wednesday, the 6th. And please, in comments and under the posters, give me questions, anything you want me to talk about, because that will help me come up with our Absinthe Live. And remember, Michael has the YouTube channel up, and as I say, I'll just say this for a little while till everybody gets to hear it, but I'm always going to put them on Facebook first, because this is our Woodie. This is something you guys and I created together, and so I'm always going to put them here first, because this will always be the core group. And then later, after they go up on Facebook, Michael will put them up on YouTube. But please go and subscribe. Just click the links, because I'll put the links to YouTube up hours after we put up the real one. And underneath it'll tell you where to subscribe, because there's something that happens if you get more subscribers on YouTube. I don't know what it is, but Michael said it's important. So if you wouldn't mind, please do that for me. Subscribe to The Daily Woodie on YouTube, and I hope you're all doing good. I love you. See ya. Share it if you like it. Bye-bye.